I've cracked open the bag. We're doing Saints Row 4. But I don't know if you noticed, there's also a Grand Theft Auto game released a while back. Perhaps we should start there. As you may imagine, or not imagine, I don't know, I was popular once. I caught a lot of flack for my opinion of the driving mechanics in Grand Theft Auto 4. I had a response prepared for a video that I never completed, Storm's Adventure with Fans 2. I was gonna cover, you know what, why don't I just do the bit? Hey Future Storm, what's up? Hey, read this script. You remember writing this? Oh yeah, I got this. All the comments followed the same kind of format. The driving was better on the PlayStation 3. No, you can't catch me on that. I brought my PlayStation 3 with me on a trip visiting family, and I rented Grand Theft Auto 4 so a family member could play it. We both agreed the driving sucked. The driving is better on the Xbox 360. I'm doing this review on my 360. The driving is better on the PC. You know what? I'm done fighting. You could just keep trying to prove me wrong, but I'm moving past this. You won't get any more from me. Fags! Okay, well, I guess the script doesn't hold up too well after all this time. And while we're putting Grand Theft Auto 4 on trial for war crimes, I will give my testimony. I never finished the game. I got far enough to confront Florian, but I just couldn't get past battling the car to get to my location. Quitting just made sense, and I've had detractors tell me I need to finish the story as it brings closure to the characters. What is this, the movie Saw? Where the entire setup falls apart as the movie goes on in the last 30 seconds to get the oh shit moment? He was in the middle of the room the entire time? No, I moved on to Grand Theft Auto 5 without looking back. I have the game on PlayStation 3, as viewers of the 12-hour live boredom will know. I never dreamt of doing a full adventure with GTA 5, because of those viewers. Common comment? Oh god, even Storm is doing this. Upon release, everyone was already sick of media coverage. By the time Tailstorm What to Play sent down the order, my PlayStation 3 faced the wrath of fire. It didn't last forever. I guess I'll have to watch my movies in... 2 dimensions? So buy another PS3 console, or buy GTA 5 on another console? Well, the affordable choice is obvious. You guys are gonna be proud of me because I decided to go next gen, the PC! It comes in the classic fat box style of Days Yonder. Can you believe they fit it on 1 disc? I like the classic style of the box. I lied, it's on 3 disc. I think the last time I got a new game in a fat box was Doom 3. I lied, it's on 5 disc. Actually, it was Call of Duty 4. I lied, it's on 7 disc. I lied, I don't remember the last game. GTA 5 has a fat box because it's full of discs. The installation took all night, exchanging discs and waiting. Leave a comment if you got a night for your installation story. Yeah, like that'll advance any cause. The very beginning of Grand Theft Auto 5 is an abrupt, damn it, I haven't had my coffee yet, intro into the action. We now join a bank robbery already in progress. Michael is a family man who makes a buck in the way of theft. Brad is a bit nondescript, you'll see why. And Trevor is, to put it lightly, not fit for public office, eh? This is a prologue taking place 9 years of the past in North Yankton, North Dakota. At the end of the heist, Brad is killed, Michael is immobilized and apprehended, and Trevor disappears out of the field of view. Jump forward to the present, Michael is not in prison, instead he's under witness protection and talking to a psychologist in Los Santos, Los Angeles. And our real story begins, introducing Franklin and Lamar. Lamar is the NPC. They steal, repo, expensive cars. Okay, a first for the Grand Theft Auto franchise, multiple main characters, and I like it. So you'll start running missions with Franklin in the hood, Compton, or some kind of equivalent. I heard Dr. Dre reference Compton a lot, so whatever, Compton. Until Franklin repos a mid-size SUV from Del Perro, Beverly Hills, I guess, that Michael's son just picked up. Halfway back to the dealership, Michael slowly rises from the back seat and puts a gun to Franklin's head. That was an oh shit moment to me. Don't rob a thief. Michael convinces Franklin to ditch the repo business and hook up on the higher margin business. At the same time, Michael incurs a debt through destruction. Now the duo had to scheme a big score to pay off a South American gang lord. Trevor re-enters the picture a little bit later in the story, as he lives all the way out in Sandy Shores, any white trash desert bush voting community you can find throughout California or Nevada. So the main story of Grand Theft Auto 5 is all new territory. 2 old-time criminals coming out of retirement and new blood looking to come up in the game. It's a heist simulator. Now, I really like these characters in GTA. Why? Race relations!
Oh, my N-word!
It's what I like most about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. The black guy and the extremely white guy are best friends, and they team up with the yellow guy. Race relations!
N-word.
And I'm probably the only one to say I like the characters. Their interactions, always interesting, always funny. No matter how inane, I'm always engaged. Like watching a Kevin Smith movie. When it's Michael talking with Franklin, it's the exchange of criminal experiences with criminal aspirations. Michael is giving criminal wisdom. When it's Michael talking with Trevor, it's bringing back old memories while every word out of Trevor's mouth is genius lowbrow comedy. When it's Trevor talking with Franklin, it's the hilarious collision of cultures while Trevor always follows through on his promise of criminal insanity. The most succinct description I can come up for Trevor is, he's Johnny Gat with high blood pressure. And meth. Well, I never suspected the plot summary would take so long, but I feel it is a real strength. I was always eager to see the next mission. The last GTA I beat before this one was number 3, and at times that felt like busy work. Running around, switching alliances as if this was some kind of Fox Network action drama, before you finally make it to the 3rd island and shoot your Colombian girlfriend in the face. On to another aspect of GTA important to all of us, gun control. Gun controls. It's been a rough political season. Grand Theft Auto 5 maintains the great gun mechanics of number 4. I played on the PC, but I had to hook up my Xbox One controller to get the lock-on reticule. I had the mouse ready for sniper shots. Acknowledge my ingenuity! I made some kind of joke in the GTA 4 video about killing until the game ends. It involved the two-dimensional array programming humor. I'll say the reference instead of recreating it. That applies here. Now, the most important part of a GTA game, Rockstar driving. It's good. On the PlayStation 3 and the PC. What, are you ready to tell me it's better on the Xbox One? Remember, Xbox One controller. This is sort of a non-issue, because the cars handle exactly as you'd expect in an arcadey setup. Turning is possible. The tires aren't laced with WD-40. It just works. Have no fear, steal any car. Looking back at the rift created by Grand Theft Auto 4, in hindsight I can see I just wanted to get back to Grand Theft Auto 3. And where 4 failed, Saints Row 2 stepped in and cured me. It brought back the feeling of real humor, playing a sandbox game to laugh. Albeit, GTA 3 was tongue-in-cheek and SR2 was slinging shit from a sewage truck. My worries for the Grand Theft Auto franchise have really begun to fade. While the main mission thread stays legit, GTA 5 has a little thing called Strangers and Freaks. You'll head to a mission location as Michael and end up on a short foot race with a middle-aged woman screaming obscenities. Franklin will talk to a dog Lassie style in the Vinewood Hills. Psst, Hollywood Hills. Well, I guess that was obvious. And remember in Saints Row 2 when you broke up a fight against ninjas and pirates? Trevor is blowing up clowns with the clown gun. GTA 5 has matched the poignant fun of SR2. SR3 began with you falling out the back of a cargo plane. Trevor hijacked a cargo plane by crashing his crop duster into the back. You did it, Rockstar! Grand Theft Auto is back! You fixed all my complaints! Although, the funny thing is, I don't think anyone outside of Rockstar forced their hand. If you were to ask somebody on the development team how do they think Saints Row stacks up, they would probably respond, Saints what? I envision Rockstar as a stubborn, entitled divorcee yelling, hey, if I want to fix the driving, it'll be on my terms, and only if I feel like it. By the way, what do you mean fix the driving? It was perfect. It was perfect because I say it's perfect. Oh, what you gonna do? Not buy Grand Theft Auto? Yeah, we'll see how long you last. Don't bother me, I'm trying to play Angry Birds. Actually, if Grand Theft Auto 5 was personified, it probably would just say,
give me your money.
Grand Theft Auto 5 has to be their largest game yet, with the inclusion of Los Santos, Sandy Shores, and Paleto Bay. Psst. Lake Tahoe? But the volume is nothing if there is no activity. GTA 5 is brimming with metagames that have nothing to do with the overall game, which is prime for maximum dicking around! I don't believe much in censorship. Say and do whatever you like, guys. Leave it to Rockstar to finally push a button. One of Trevor's side activities is Rampage, which is a massacre of a certain group. One of those groups is US soldiers. Feels a little post-traumatic stress disorder-y. Killing our own on our soil. See what I mean? Oh wait, Trevor's Canadian. Okay, keep shooting. It's hard to find words to describe how massive this game is. Probably the best example is thinking about how long it takes to load on more than capable hardware. Once, I began to think it was slowly unloading Windows. And that's it right there. Grand Theft Auto 5 is so big, it's an operating system. And for our Swedish viewers,
Grand Theft Auto 5 är så stort att det är ett operativsystem.
and for our Italian viewers,
Mario!
I think we've all had those feelings of, oh, Grand Theft Auto is such a large open-ended title, so many modes, all the radio stations, and just general fun of digging around. I don't need to buy new games anymore. This is all I'm ever gonna need. But what you never imagined would happen, happens. You move on. Anything simulated in a computational system will have limits. And speaking of no limits, Saints Row 4! I knew eventually I was gonna play Saints Row 4. It's a personal mandate. The moment I logged in and purchased is when I saw a used copy on PlayStation 4. Dear me, a Volition game ported to a new architecture wholly different from its predecessor? And shit on a shingle! A third party did the port? This entire setup is a perfect storm for glitches! Saints Row 4 continues the happier ending of Saints Row the Third, which I would love to show you footage of, but I own that game on OnLive, which means it existed in the ether. Well, I guess the shareholders inhaled that ether because OnLive is dead. Yes, it was a flash in the pan. I'm sorry I spent 3 videos talking about it. So just beyond the tutorial mission, you are the President of the United States. I'm sure when Volition put this plot together, that was a punchline. Nowadays, I don't even know what to say here. Character customization time. All sliders to the right didn't work so well in the third. Similar results with Saints Row 4. Well, sort of similar. Nolan North. Yeah, they get it. So we're doing it right this time. I'm doing all I can to get the most accurate representation of myself. And how did my character turn out? We'll never know, because the saved character data got corrupted. Do you ever get the feeling that maybe there's a problem over there? Whatever, I didn't want to fight this evil again, so I found SR4 stats for Keanu Reeves on the internet. Why Keanu? Oh, no reason. No reason at all. When friends online were first telling me about SR4, I thought to myself, Saints Row is becoming less of a parody of Grand Theft Auto, and more of a parody of itself. Then my thought came to fruition. You are the president, the vice president is Keith David. Not portrayed by Keith David, is Keith David. Writing about this game is going to be really difficult. The plot was Saints Row 3 DLC, then turned full game, but returned as DLC. Under your administration, the nation is invaded by aliens and you get stuck in a computer simulation of Steelport. There's just no ceiling with this franchise. Now you have to rebuild your crew and fight back. Mass Effect style. Very Mass Effect style. Okay, with Saints Row, you get the self-aware and very funny story. The way I have the most fun is to front-load the side missions, then blow through the story unhindered. What was once mission currency is now experience. Then on top of that, you are encouraged to collect data clusters, parts of fragmented code. Man, I dream in broken code. They grant abilities. So a game like Infamous 2 has 300-something blast cores, while the number of data clusters in Saints Row 4 is 1,255. Yep, get to searching. But you'll want these because running will soon replace the bothersome act of driving, along with jumping high, running up buildings, and, flying. Are we still calling this a GTA clone? These abilities expedite getting to the side missions, like the mayhem, insurance fraud, and telekinesis hookshots, not to mention reclaiming territory by taking shots back and increasing your cash flow. Now, remember the reason why I bought this version of the game? Right around here is where I recalled why I took a spin on the PlayStation 4. Oh boy, I gambled and I won. I didn't have to play too many hours before it crashed, but it wasn't even a lockup. Full-blown, unhandled exception. Wow, just, oh my god. The last time I saw a console bounce on an exception was when I was developing Speednoid. Pre-alpha. Here's something new, a crash report. Since I'm certain nobody at Volition cares, I just entered what was on my mind at the time. Back to the story missions, the objective is getting the band back together. Not sure if I used that joke before. I went into these fully loaded, but when I actually start playing the main missions, every excuse is used to remove my hard-earned abilities. What the hell? Why am I pulling a Metroid Prime at the beginning of every mission? I can't be the only one to complain about this because the game itself complains about it. On the bright side of being in a computer simulation, the game seizes the opportunity to recap gangs of Saints Row past. It felt good shooting at Ronan again, and I got goosebumps when I heard Worf cursing. Honestly, finding stuff to say about Saints Row is dwindling. Heavy Rain Ginger Theory in full force. I played Grand Theft Auto 5 first because I owned it first. And upon completion, my thought was, okay, Saints Row held us over for a while, but we don't need them anymore. Bye! Because Grand Theft Auto 5 was so good. Then to Saints Row 4, upon that completion, my thought was revised. Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row had their time together, but they're done now. They went their separate ways. And Saints Row met up with Infamous. I guess overall, I liked Saints Row 4. It had me, in fact, laughing out loud. I stuck with it long enough to get all the trophies. Oh wait, I forgot about this one. Okay, this is a story trophy. You know, the sort of thing you get for just completing a main story mission. Unmissable. There seems to be a bug, cross-platform and cross-generation, that prevents you from getting it, for like, no reason. Equip the detonator was pretty bad. Locking up is terrible. Unhandled exceptions are beyond. But this one hurts. I can't even make comedy out of this. Their next game is Agents of Mayhem, and I pray to Johnny Gat they start from scratch. Let's just flush the Saints Row engine and never look back. Yes, I just hated on Saints Row. Suck it down.
Let it all out.
Oh, I guess you guys want to know what's really bothering me. Okay. Who let these fuckers in? Look, it's not hard to imagine that my glowing review of Saints Row 2 could have increased sales. Well, not enough to save THQ, obviously. But I put it above the immortal Grand Theft Auto. Remember? And in the case of this adventure, how it's better than Grand Theft Auto 4. Yep. I just went there. Give me the endgame character. Then maybe I could put an end to this tired all sliders to the right joke. You may have noticed the version I bought includes the expansion Gat Out of Hell. It's even printed on the disc. But no, it's a digital download. I'm sure it's real fun, but kinda done with Saints Row for now. That last glitch was a buzzkill. Additionally, I think I've been through enough video game versions of Hell lately. Hey, if you want to see it, just vote for it 3 years or so from now. Why do I make these promises? Don't worry, Storm. I'm sure you'll finish this series one of these years. Hey, you don't get to talk. You're a better version of me. Okay, sheesh. By the way, your new handheld is here. Dude, that's no ordinary handheld.
Det är som att designteamet på Rockstar North frågade hur vore det om South Park hade en oändlig budget och visades på HBO.